Hey, how's it going? Difficult tooth. Oh, look at that. It's so golden in here. Did you see earlier today that I tweeted Jill Scott's golden? Yeah. When I was designing my apartment, which you haven't been to yet, nobody's been here. Except for Tony. And he hasn't been here for a while because I've been busy working. I really wanted to make sure to pay homage to Jill Scott. So I went with a golden hue in my main room. Yeah, no, I'm so glad you called. How are you doing? You're growing. You're finding more space. Oh my gosh, so am I. I'm finding I'm quite capable of anything. As long as I put my mind to it. And I let go of negative pleasure, which is another way of saying I divest from suffering. And I'll just throw one other thing in there, because I'm crazy. When I divested from suffering, my own, I also divested from all the systems that create suffering. Which primarily, the systems primarily cause suffering, real material suffering. Disproportionately. And people who don't look like me. Yeah, we have a math problem on our hands, and in addition to a visual one. Yeah. People don't know what proportional means. Yeah. People don't seem to understand what that means anymore. Because once again, we've lost all scale. Nobody knows anything about history. Yes. David Wojnarowicz. I've been adapting his series Close to the Knives, as it were. These are my video journals through hell on earth. It's called America. Didn't quite go pop the way that I thought it might, but I haven't tried that trick in a long time. I just went for it. Because I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling free. Yeah. No, I spoke with Garrett today. Well, in a manner of speaking. And Tina Camp and Trevor Matheson, all in a manner of speaking. I mean, they were speaking and I was in the so-called audience, only it felt more like a collective enterprise. Yeah. Uh-huh. And, you know, she got Oscar nominated. Yeah. She's a dear genius. Mm-hmm. I've learned so much from her. And I barely know her. In fact, I don't know her at all. Except that I've listened to her speak. I've watched her speak. I've watched her presence. And, she's a really special being. Don't ask me. Ask anybody who actually knows her. You know. But, yeah. So what's going on with you? Tell me more. Oh. Sorry. Continue. Patience is a virtue of the spirit. Yeah, a very wise man once told me that. It's true. But I think our 40 days might be coming up. There is a pop. Might be coming up. We'll see. It got chilly here in Philly again. Yeah. No, I spoke to God today too, and he does not like it when white people are vaccinated at far higher rates than black people and brown people. No. And that's what's going on in Philly, day in and day out. It's medical apartheid. It's not funny, but, you know, I don't understand how else to make people understand the severity of anti-black racism. You know? Oh, and also anti-Asian. Anti-Asian. Sorry, my Supreme cap. You know, I like the combination of green and red, you see, because they both symbolize money in their own ways. And you see, money is what makes the world go round, and money is what's killing everybody. I'm laughing, otherwise I would be collapsing in tears. Oh my gosh. No, just breathe. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. If you have to laugh too, you have to laugh. Whatever keeps you alive, just keep with it. Just keep with it. You breathe, move. Work both ends of the stick. Tony said that to me at work. Breathe. You're gonna be okay. Now I'm deliberately making funny faces at you to distract you. It's gonna be okay. Yeah, can I tell you a story? It reminded me of you and me. Yeah, they screen like these short films by these like wonderful like filmmakers at this like mentoring. Oh no. It was a mentoring thing, but I was thinking about my friend Melissa's mentoring feather mentoring future faculty of color. Melissa and Chris and Francis. You know, what happened in Georgia the other day, there just are no words. Ming Wei. You know, I said a while ago on Twitter around the time of my birthday, because my birthday happens to fall around the time of Chinese Spring and Lunar New Year, and I only realized that this year. You know, I said around that time that, you know, people of Chinese heritage have always been absolutely amazing to me. And I said it because I was thinking specifically about Chinese people in my life in various ways. But it's also true of people of all Asian heritages. Why are we so stupid in this country? United States of America. Why are we as white people so fucking stupid? And that's not a rhetorical question. And what are the Bidens going to do in visiting Georgia? How do we undo the years, centuries of anti-Asian hate and violence? Right? How are we going to undo the last year of the so-called China virus that was allowed to be communicated? And I mean that doubly. Communication meaning information being communicated, and communication meaning disease being communicated. Because disease is a metaphor. And in this country, we have a disease of the mind. Which is that we think all lives matter. And they don't. Because if all lives mattered, then there would be no tolerance in this country for white people killing other people. There'd be no tolerance for the government allowing other people to be killed. social media would not have let Trump and his minions say over and over and over again, China virus, which targets all Asian identified people because the idiots in this country can't differentiate between different quote unquote types of Asian peoples. I mean, I have to wake up every day. I don't have to, but I'd like to know what's going on in this country that I am a fucking citizen of. Read the Philly Inquirer so I can know something about my community. Every day, the garbage that stupid paper runs. Right? This whole thing about the suburban quote-unquote undersupply is ridiculous. It's a fucking county rights versus state rights thing. That's what the fuck is going on. Like in the same way that like the so-called states' rights versus federalism, right? Let me restate and with a twist what I earlier said. It's a county's rights versus statism issue here in Pennsylvania. Because again, as I have been saying in a variety of ways, the Confederacy got this far north. Gettysburg is in Pennsylvania. And the reason Pennsylvania is a purple state is because the Civil War is still being fought here. And most people have no idea. Because most people are just going on trying to live their lives. Right? They didn't get to go to school for years and years and years and years and years like me. Because that's what I wanted to do. If the American dream is getting to do what you want to do with your life, then I've lived the American fucking dream. And now I renounce the American fucking dream. And I'm renouncing my USA citizenship. It doesn't mean I'm gonna leave the country. But please do not consider me a citizen of this white supremacist apartheid state. Because I'm a specialist in liberal democracy studies, which is to say democracy studies. Because there's only one type of democracy. It's the only one we know. It's parliamentary. By another name. I'm just gonna ponder what it is I put there. See if anybody picks it up. I'm sorry to drop all this on you. you know, I'm not, thank you for listening to me. You don't have to say anything, actually. Because I can say whatever I want. And I do. It's why I'm such an inconvenient truth. Ciao for now.